Venezuela seems to be on the brink of a crisis and perhaps a coup. After Donald Trump recognized Juan Guaido as the interim president, Canada then followed suit, as did Colombia, Brazil, a bunch of other countries. The economic collapse has hurt so many people in Venezuela, and we talked a lot on the show about how we got here, about the hyperinflated bolivar, about people losing all of their savings, about the lockdown on people's bank accounts as well, only being able to access $5 a day of their own money. And we've also talked about the Petro a lot. Now, the Petro is Venezuela's oil-backed cryptocurrency that they introduced. We've been very critical of this on the show. I mean, it does seem like it's just another fiat currency that only has value because of government edict. It's been very hard to see what value the Petro actually has. It's not available on any exchanges, even Venezuelan exchanges. You can't actually trade this openly. Most people are saying that this is incredibly worthless, just like the bolivar. And we've talked a lot about the bolivar as well, about the economic policies that they've implemented to try and fix the hyperinflation. Their solution was knocking off a few zeros from the bolivar. Now, when you're not changing policy, when you're not changing the amount of money that you're actually printing, knocking off a few zeros isn't going to do much at all. It's probably not even going to buy you that much time. So there really has been an economic meltdown in Venezuela, and what we've seen is a lot of people are turning to cryptocurrency. Now, the Petro may be a terrible cryptocurrency, but it is fascinating to see how much mind space cryptocurrency actually takes up over there in Venezuela. The fact that the people of Venezuela are entertaining the idea that a cryptocurrency could be a national currency is really interesting, because that also broadens their horizons in terms of like what is currency in general. And you've actually seen a lot of different cryptocurrencies really take off in Venezuela. You've seen Dash be accepted at a bunch of places. I know a lot of people who send Bitcoin to people that they actually know over there, and that's been a lifeline for them, and they've been using that money to support entire communities. The opposition leader, Guaido, has remarked about how disastrous the Petro has been. He's reported on that, he's tweeted about that, and it's absolutely correct. The Petro is just a terrible idea. It's just another government fiat currency. But what is most interesting is that Guaido is actually a Bitcoin supporter. So he tweeted out all the way back in 2014 how excited he was for Venezuela to have their own Bitcoin exchange. So in a way, this could be seen as the battle between a shitcoiner and a maximalist. So I will be interested to see how that plays out. Now, we don't know politically what's going to be happening over the next few days, next few weeks, months. Who knows how long this thing will take to play out. But if the opposition leader, who's now being recognized as the interim president, is a staunch cryptocurrency advocate and is very anti-Petro and pro-Bitcoin, what is the rebuilding of this economy going to look like? Is it possible that he might consider rebuilding the economy around something like Bitcoin that has a predetermined inflation schedule and a set supply that can't be inflated away? We're just going to have to wait and see, but I'd love to know your thoughts, so write them in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Before you go, please subscribe and hit the like button. And a huge thank you to all of my supporters on bitbacker.io and Patreon. If you haven't checked out Bitbacker yet, please do. It's kind of like Patreon for crypto. And a final huge thank you to the sponsors of the show for making these videos possible.